losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.
Test. Oh, okay, we're good. Oh yeah, gamers. Sorry about that. I muted myself or unmuted myself or something happened and it ended up not working the way that I wanted to. Anyway, welcome everybody to the Monday stream. We're doing some Satisfactory tonight. Captain Sandwich, thanks so much for keeping the lights on around here. Your subscription and your viewership means a whole lot to me and Emmykins. Yeah, we appreciate it. We're gonna have a good night tonight. Let's do the game though. Everybody's favorite game that we do around here. The highs and lows. All right, we have another, This is either Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I want to say this is Horizon, not Forbidden West. Oh, maybe Forbidden West. No, okay. This is... Wait, what the fuck is this? Is this Battleborn? You guys remember Battleborn? That game that everybody thought was an Overwatch clone, but really it was not an Overwatch clone, but it looked like an Overwatch clone, so... That's what everybody... Yeah, see, Captain Sandwich said Overwatch, and I'm like, no, 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 this is not Overwatch. This is an Overwatch clone that is not actually an Overwatch clone. Very important to distinguish. All right, this is some bullshit fantasy game. I don't know, we'll start with, oh, what's this stupid one that everybody likes? The gothic horror one. Bloodborne. Okay, it's not Bloodborne. Okay, let's try Elden Ring. It is not Elden Ring. Is this Space Marine 2? No. Okay, I don't know then. This is Warhammer Total War Warhammer 3. It has nothing to do with Warhammer. It just really, really looks like it does. With all these cathedrals and stuff. It is a hack and slash adventure game. I don't know. Let's see if there's any more evidence. No, there's a moon. I don't know. Bayonetta 3. What is it? Wait. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Is that what the game looks like? I guess there's a trailer. We're not going to watch that. And it was not Liza P. I would know. Liza P is more, like Victorian. This is very gothic. Which I guess makes sense for Castlevania. All right, Bloody Domino Painter. Oh. Persona 5. Puzzles, Darkness, Insanity. Ugh. Amnesia, the fucking whatever. No. Collectibles, Disorientation, Ouija Board. The only game I know with a Ouija board is Phasmophobia, and this is not that. This is an indie adventure game. What's the one no Exo thing? Oh, they have an Exo Colonist on here. Guys, I Was a Teenage Exocolonist is a fantastic game. I think it's one of the only visual novel style. It's more of a, it's like a cross between a racing sim and a card game. It's a very unique game. I highly recommend it. It's really good. Give it a shot. It's very much, the story is very much in the same vein as Outer Wilds. So, it's not as good as Outer Wilds. Nothing really can be, but it is still very good. I highly recommend it. Hex says the idea of replaying the game several times to get the good ending just doesn't appeal to me. Well, I can't help you with that. That's part of the meta game of the game, though. That's what it's all about. Voice acting, famous quotes, family tragedy. Yeah, I don't know. Jason. Shifting rooms, haunted mansion, falling sequence. Oh, is this oh no, it's like a canvas or frame. I mean, it could be Fatal Frame. I think I know what this is, though. Oh, it's gonna bug me. Shifting rooms, though. It's like the one with the painter. It has like a paint pun, like a painting pun. Picture, the Dark Pictures Anthology. I don't think that's it. We'll try Fatal Frame and then we'll see if it comes to me here. Psychological horror, jump scare, descendants of other characters, 19th century. Okay, now I definitely don't know. Look at this, like tear away, tear down. Frame, portrait. No. What do you call a painting? A canvas. We already tried canvas. Maybe there's an un in there somewhere. Like something. Uncharted, Undermine, Undertale, Unpacking, Unravel, Until Dawn, Unturned. This is gonna, if this is what I think it is, it's really gonna bug me when I don't get it. Unpacking's another fun game. Really short though. Not like super short, but it is maybe just a couple hours long, which is kind of a bummer. Hey, Rilip's on a 30 stream watch streak. Way to go. He's staying on top of it this time. He doesn't want that to fall off. It's like the Duolingo of Twitch streams. That owl will come after you. Okay, I don't know what this is. What is it? Layers of Fear. That's what it is. Oh. Layers was the word I was thinking of. I knew it was the game with the painting, but whatever. That's okay. All right, let's head over to the game. The good game. The satisfactory game. You guys know it. You love it. Some of you know it. Some of you love it. Others hate it because they ain't it. And we will transition here in a second once I reorient everything, because it is not oriented properly. There we go. Okay. All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Now is the one day of the week where I get to play Satisfactory. However, I'm getting pretty close to the end, so it might only be like another week or two, and then we're done, and then we'll have to play something else. Yes, Urban is here for the good game. Let's go. Urban is ready. I'm ready. I was in the middle of doing a Dark Crystal Factory, which is where the title of the stream comes from. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff, and I gotta make it look good, and it's been very tough. Although I've kind of given up on making it look super good. Okay, we're loaded in here. So we're at one of my diamond factories right now. Let me get my hover pack on here. So we're mining coal. I think this is making 1,200 coal. Making 1,200 coal, turning it into 60 diamonds, and then I'm supposed to turn it into some kind of crystal thingy. And that's about where we're at. We need dark matter residue, which we can get as a thing. We can get it as a side effect from things, I guess. How much do we need? 5 or 150 per minute? Oh, that's a lot, guys. Well, no time like the present. I gotta go find the local SAM deposit, which I believe is over here. So let's get started, shall we? I'm gonna have to reorient my controls. I was playing 7 Days to Die last night. Hamburger Sandwich says fluid mechanics are the devil. Use a valve. Use a valve or a pump. It'll sort itself out. You'll be fine. But yeah, we finally found a game. And I had known this was a pretty fun game to play with people, but for whatever reason, one of my buddies is like, I want to try this game. And he's like, wait a minute, this game's good. And I'm like, yeah, we've been trying to get you to play this for years. And now he's finally playing it. Okay, what are we? Oh, I'm under attack. Come on, guys. Is this necessary? This is completely unnecessary. Yep, got him. I don't know if people are scared of these things. They're just little creepy crawly guys. I can't imagine having a fear so bad that it extends to video games. Like, you don't see me not playing a game where you have to make phone calls to people. Although that is not a an unwarranted fear, I think. All right, I think we got to get up here. So let's start making our way up to the top. Also, I should probably make... I was thinking about making ionic fuel. I don't think it's going to be worth the extra effort to do that, though. Because I'd have to ship in... I guess it wouldn't be that bad. I could make some aluminum gas canisters. Or whatever they're called. Gas tanks. Hamburger Sandwich's valves have not solved the problem. Buffers have not solved the problem. My machines are locking up because the shit refuses to flow. Did you make sure that it's Mark II all the way through? Obviously, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, but it's good to double check these things. I know I had some trouble when I was building, and then I realized, oh wait, I forgot to put in the Mark II belts in this one particular spot. Okay, where is this SAM deposit? It's over here. I haven't really been up here before, so this is a new one for me. So I assume it is probably up there. That's annoying. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Oh no, there it is. Nice. Okay, let's clear out the local wildlife here. Or whatever these things are. Your little gassy boys. Get them out of here. Be gone. Just blast them. There we go. Okay, so the plan is... Okay, you gotta go too. Sorry. Not sorry. Alright, let's see, which way do we have to take this? I think we gotta take it south, so... Going south... Alright, let's go ahead and throw down a miner. Just slap it down here. We want it to be facing to the north. Oh yeah, I love these things. They're great. The cluster ones. Okay, so looking at where we need to take it. There's a river. Oh, hey, there's a hard drive over here. It's been a while since I've seen one of these. It's one I haven't even found before. Uh-oh. We got some company. Couple little fellas. So, oh, okay. All right, there's more. Not aware of this. So yeah, that was my weekend. I ended up staying up later than I maybe, well, not that late. I stopped playing around 9, which is normal. It's my normal game stopping time, as you guys know from when the stream ends. But I really wanted to keep playing because these guys, you know, I think they're in their 20s, so they don't have any responsibilities. So they're just staying up all night playing video games or living the dream. Meanwhile, I'm over here. I gotta get up at 6 in the morning and walk to work. Ah, shoot. There we go. What is this? Nothing. We got some heavy modular frames, some alclad sheets. What do we got here? 256 megawatts. What do I look like? We'll bring some up here eventually. Let's focus on the task at hand. Rilip says, tell him you want to play Icarus him. He'll drop everything. I will not. That game sucks. Whoa, there's a coal here too? Ooh. Wait a minute. What is this coal? I could have been making the diamonds up here. Oh shoot, I'm out of ammo. Hold on, I gotta give him the whack here. Alright, where's my ammo? Bringing it in. So yeah, oh, me and Rilip were playing Icarus this weekend, and it was not great. It was bad. It was awful. Yeah, I don't know what they're going for with that game, but whatever it is, it's wrong. Oh, that's convenient. We can literally just drop it off right here. Heck, we could run the pipeline down. I assume it's not considered a liquid, so I mean, maybe it is. All right, well, let's start by running our initial platform across the river, and then we can build something up here. I don't know. So yeah, I do not recommend Icarus. If you're gonna buy a Rocketworks game, get Stationeers, please. That's the one more people need to play. And in fact, we'll be playing some of that later this, maybe not this week, but definitely coming up here. There will be more Satisfactory to come. All right, so let's go ahead and drop down our foundations. I don't know where I built that, but wow, what? Oh, it somehow got stuck inside. That's weird. Okay, and then how high up do we need to go to clear this? We'll start with 2 and then go from there. 2 looks good. Zoop it out. Looks good, looks good. No interference with the rocks. Go over this tree. We're probably gonna come right over here, and that's where we're gonna produce the dark matter residue, which we make using SAM in the converter to make 10. And then we're gonna be generating I guess we need to make superposition oscillators. Oh, that sucks. Does he wait, do I need these for anything? I guess they make the AI expansion server, so we're gonna need to make those. Yeah, okay. All right, well, that's the first thing we're gonna make, I guess. Wait, what the hell is excited photonic matter? Oh, that you just make that in the converter. Okay, it just needs power. Cool. Guys, all this late game stuff is like, I thought the early game was hard. This is like boggling my mind how much extra stuff I gotta know now. I gotta make all these weird things that don't actually exist in real life. Loop this over. Which, you know, to be fair, I don't know what an alclad aluminum sheet is either, but I assume that's at least based on something rather than all this space age nonsense. All right, so where do we want to do our building? Guess right across the river would be good. Maybe starting here. Yeah, that works for me. I can dig that. It's good. We'll have to start the foundation right here, but no big deal. Photonic matter moves like gas? Okay, yeah, I'm not too worried about any of this stuff. Like, movement-wise, just setting up all the space and dedicating factory space for it. It's been a long campaign of this game, and I'm ready to go for round 2 with more knowledge. So rather than restart, I'm just gonna try to rush toward the ending here, get it over with, and then start my real playthrough. where we have a world-spanning rail network and everything. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, I am realizing a slight miscalculation here. This needs to be... I mean, actually it's probably fine. We don't need it to be exactly that way. So that works. So that can go. So this is the area we have to work with now. Let's go ahead and throw some walls down. Like so. So basically this whole area here, aside from the coal deposit obviously, is cleared for making whatever dark matter residue, photonic crap, or we'll probably make the photonic map down there next to the diamonds. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. So how was everybody's weekend? Did anybody go crafting? I guess my coworkers went, which I know what it means, but I would never do it because I'm a man mostly. But the thought of leaving the house when I don't have to is also like a whole thing. There really are people out there who like leaving the house. It boggles the mind. Truly does. I assume you guys don't because you're here on Twitch. So like, you know, we are kindred spirits, you and I. But these people that I work with, they go places and they do things and it's so alien to me. All right. So this is looking like we got a lot of flat area here. So why don't we make a little more room over on this side and we can start laying down a constructor or two. See how much SAM we get out of this thing. I assume it's not going to be very much. Make sure that everything looks nice and solid. Very important. And yeah, these I used to like collect everything and then I realized I was never going to use biomatter. So I just started blowing it all up. Rillet played with me on Saturday and then Sunday I slept in except for taking my oldest out driving. Is that a thing? You take kids out driving now? Well, it's time for you to learn the ways of the world. Time to go cruising. Has anybody seen that movie? It's got Sylvester Stallone. He has to pretend to be gay for a police investigation or something. I have not seen it. Probably would not like it. Although it does sound kind of funny. I don't think it's meant to be a comedy. Okay, so that's a way down there. And yeah, that's actually perfect. We just extend that out and then we'll figure out a way down later. So that's our way down. Easy peasy. Now we clear the road. Rilip says they have to practice with an adult for a certain number of hours. I remember having to do that. I don't remember how many hours it was. Not that much. I guess that's good that they have to do that. It varies by state, right? There's no federal driver's license. Maybe there is actually. We live in like DC. Maybe they handle it separately. All right, so we have our platform. Let's start. Oh, we got to get power up here. Whoops. Let me get the power. What power? Chat, what power? I want to hear you say it. Oh, autosave. Okay, well, this is interesting. We're kind of like right on top of our thing here. Let's see where we're gonna end up. It would actually be pretty convenient if we could get it right where we needed it. Like right there would almost be perfect. Maybe one more or two even. 2, 3. Kind of hard to tell exactly where I'm gonna drop down. All right, so let's well, first let's take out these guys. Reload. Let me take out this guy. Because these things, you know, they're annoying to deal with. Less annoying now than when I had to deal with them with, you know, the sword. Now we get to deal with them the fun way. All right, let's see where this is so high up there. Oh man. Okay, let's get a power line up here. This will be just a temporary line until we get the thing established. Wow, that is up there, huh? Okay, well, the important thing is we can attach it, which is nice. Hello. Hello. E-gates. Rilip said, we've got a thunderstorm in November. What the fuck? Is that not a normal thing? That doesn't sound that out of the ordinary. I guess it must be if you're making a big deal out of it. All right, we're gonna go straight down and see where that puts us. And see if that puts us where we want to be or if we need to scooch over one. Tatsumaga posted some pictures. I don't know what that fest was, but they were having some kind of fest. Oh, that's perfect. Yes. Well, it's actually not going to be perfect because we don't know how it's going to end up. So I guess we'll find out. Hello is not hello, but it still sounded good. What is hello? I know hallo. I mean, that was what I learned in German class from Frau Österreich, who was not from Österreich. Or at least, I mean, maybe she was at one point. I don't know. All right, so 10. 10. So this is how I make my conveyor belts, for those of you who are wondering. Although this might not even require conveyor belts. I don't know. All right, then we make a 1 meter foundation. Let me delete. So yeah, I am I don't know how I want to do this in the future, like in a second playthrough. How am I going to make my big towers? Do I have a design for it? Am I going to invent one? Are they going to be bespoke like they are now? Or am I going to have a blueprint? I don't know. I haven't given it too much thought. I kind of like the way these look. Very industrial, but also minimal. Hello is what you shout in Dusseldorf at Carnival, and Carnival has started today. Wait, doesn't Carnival... A Carnival was before Easter. I guess it's a different kind of carnival. Starts at 11. 11 at 11:11. Well, that's a new one for me. I haven't heard of that one. But good deal. I'm excited for some carnival. We could all use one. Not that I would attend, because as we discussed before, I don't go places or do things. I mean, I told you guys how upset Emmy was when we went to Oktoberfest, right? Like, I just wanted to go get some food, and she's like, we've been here too long, there's too many people, I don't want to be here. I'm like, geez, even I'm not that, you know, fussy about it. I don't like being places either, but here we are. Okay, now we have to do it. We got to do it a different way, maybe. No, we're good. We're good. We can leave one at 11. It's not a big deal. I think as long as it's not too much, we should be okay. Like usually I go 10, but I will do 11. But not 12. Very important. Okay, so we'll put 2 things in here. I don't know if we're going to need to, but if we end up bringing coal in, that'll be helpful. So this line is going to do conveyor lift. Oop. Let's see how far down this goes. Oh yeah, that's fine. So I think you can go, I think 11 is about as far as you can go. Theoretically, you could go down to 12, but you wouldn't, I wouldn't feel good about it. I think 12 is actually one of the common length limits. I'm pretty sure that's the length limit for rails as well. All right, let's bring it on down. And there's number 2. Oh, no, that's wrong. You want it to go from hole to hole. Otherwise, it doesn't work the way you want it to. I mean, it might work, actually. I don't know. But I'm going to do it correctly. So yeah, that was my weekend. I played with Rilip. I ended up getting suckered into playing games with my nephew, except he didn't want to play any games that I had. He's like, can you get Pokemon? I'm like, no, Pokemon is $60. I'm not going to pay $60 for a game I'm going to play once for, you know, 20 hours or whatever, or maybe not even that. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I had somebody buying me these games, like, for example, a parent who spent all their money on me, then maybe I'd consider it, but I gotta buy these games myself, man. Do I want that belt to be going down? Yes, we're bringing in, actually, we don't actually need a belt. We actually need a pipe here. Or, yeah, it could be a belt. It's fine. We're making excited... No, we're making, fuck, what are we making, actually? We're making dark matter residue, which is made in a converter. So, if we can squeeze a converter in here, I guess that works. Otherwise, we may just end up having the converter up there. Oh, yeah, there's not enough space for a converter. Well, we could move this, I guess. That's not the worst idea ever. It's not like there's a law that says that has to be right there, right? So if we do a converter, for example, right here, look at that, we could even bring in multiple lines if we really wanted to. We're not going to, though. We're going to bring in this one line. And then we'll have space for the other one to go somewhere else. All right, this needs to make dark matter residue from 50 reanimated SAM per minute. And if we make a second one, I guess we can put it over here. Okay, you gotta go, buddy. Excuse me? Is there a problem? All right. I have to ask you to leave. Really? Okay, fine. You're free to go. Get out of here. Be gone. Run away. Sick of these stupid things. Act like they own the planet. All right, let's extend out our stuff here. Oh. I've fallen and I can't get up. So we are now going to expand our working surface like this so that we can build over here. So yeah, we bring the reanimated SAM from up above, we convert it into dark matter residue as needed here, and then we use the dark matter residue plus the diamonds from these. We're gonna put a whatchamacall, I guess one of these guys up here. We gotta put the floor down first, but you get the idea. Something like that. Can I just say how much I love foundations? They're so useful. Okay, that's the floor, good. Now we have that there. And we'll just extend this all the way to this corner so we can fly around while we're building. All right, so let's see, this makes how much? We only need, wait, this makes 100 per minute. Yeah, I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be just fine on that residue. I was a little worried we weren't gonna have enough, but I think we're gonna be okay. Oop. Tasumaga says I'm being ignored again. Wait, what did you say? Carnival starts at 11:11. The carnival in February is the same. There's lots of meetings, and in February it's Street Carnival. Okay, all right. Not ignoring you. I'm playing a game though. So I guess I kind of am ignoring you, but not on purpose. Okay, so that goes up. Although now we can change this to go up the tower, which will look a little bit better. Slightly. Interesting. So if I want the power things to look correct, I actually have to rotate them manually, huh? Boy, that's something I have to keep in mind for next time. And then that goes there, and then we can get rid of you. And then that can go. We can just run this along the line here. Ooh, okay, be careful, don't go too far, because then we run out of power, and then we lose our hover, and then we fall to our deaths. Very important that we don't do that. And look at that. So we can just run this all the way along here. And put that right there, and then boom. We come out, and we're at, we got a nice little power pull here. So we are in business, guys. Who's ready? Who's ready to go into business? All right, and then we do the grip metal foundation all along the road here. Make it look nice. And then we grab a couple of foundations. So yeah, this has kind of just been my generic design for extended platforms of conveyor belts. Be curious to see how other people do it. That's what looks like it's gonna have to be a foundation, unfortunately. Much junk in the way. I've seen Urban doing something similar. I think it's just kind of a... I mean, obviously you could just have floating frames up in the air just existing. You don't have to put any kind of support underneath. It just, you know, my honor as a builder requires that I do it in a particular way. Speaking of 7 days, right? I was playing that. We built a base up on stilts to try to, you know, avoid the zombies. And due to a quirk in the way that it was built, the zombies attacked the foundations and the whole thing collapsed and almost everybody died. So yeah, there's an example of a game with a support system and how awesome it can be. But I guess in a game like this, it's more, you know, artistic expression or whatever. Default, there we go. And what else? Did it at least kill the zombies? Maybe some of them? I don't know. I just know I managed to survive by not being inside of the base at the time, because I was trying to lure them away from the supports. It didn't work, obviously. So yeah, that's what happened, I guess. All right, and then this needs to extend all the way over here. Oh, look at that. They can just run all the way across. Very nice. If I had lured better? No, I don't think anything was going to lure the zombies away, unfortunately. There's nothing I could have done. It's just the zombies are how they are in that game. So, yeah. Nope, wasn't my fault. Now, if I had... okay, when I say I mean we as a group had reinforced the whole thing with cobblestone, it might have been okay. But basically what had happened was the bridge that is supposed to serve as the way for the zombies to get up broke due to damage, either from the zombies or from us shooting at the zombies. And then the zombies proceeded to then start knocking down the structure itself, which is where the problem came in. All right, so that is going to be that. And let's see how much this can make, because I am curious. If we, okay, that makes 120. And how much SAM did it say we needed? 50? So let's go ahead and throw down a couple of constructors here. Like that. And we're making reanimated Sam. We do 120. So we probably want to double it. Or maybe not double it. We want to do 20. Hold on. 25 each? So we're going to need 200 Sam. Each of these is doing 25. So we'll underclock these, then we'll overclock the miner. Tasumaga says, on the day of your election, the government here in Germany dissolved. We'll have new federal elections. Maybe you'll be off to Portugal by then. Maybe. We'll see. I guess people are just really upset about the price of eggs. So they've decided that we need to deport everyone. Whatever. I mean, I'll be fine. But it sucks for everybody else, I guess. Maybe I won't be fine. Who knows? We'll see. We got a couple of months to see what happens. Alright, and then we get a hole. And we connect it up. And then we connect. And then do this. Beautiful. Okay, now the real question is, can we put a splitter right here? And yes, we can. Beautiful. It's a little bit tight, but that's okay. There's no clipping, so I don't mind. All right, so these are making reanimated Sams. Good, and we need to make 200 per minute on the Sam. Oh, Hex wants to know if it's Nazis in or Nazis out. In Germany, I don't know. We'll let Tasumaga weigh in. Yeah, because I thought they had won a couple of state elections, and then but it's like we don't want to work with them, so we're gonna dissolve the government and I don't know. We'll wait for Tasumaga to say one way or the other. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that just needs to go all the way over here and up, and then we'll connect that all up, and that should go pretty easily now. Build it out, run it over. Looking good. It's a lot of belts. I did unlock the tier 6 or the Mark 6 belt. I don't think I'm ever gonna need it though, so I probably will not be using it. But it does look cool if you're building a really specific type of factory, I guess, that needs that kind of throughput. Do 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 do. Do do. Okay, and that all goes there, so that should start cooking. Beautiful. Look at that. So we'll start making our reanimated Sam now, and we do still have coal up here, and we have room if we need to do anything else. But for right now, we just need the reanimated Sam. And we'll follow the money and see where it goes. But the answer is down there where I set it up. Then we have to set up the particle accelerator that makes the whatever crystals, which we're going to do now. I wonder if we could squeeze in a second one here, or if that's going to be too much of a... No, that would definitely work. If we really need to do it, I'll have it on standby. Oh, it's too close though. No, okay, hold on. I can fix this. Oh, Rilip, I had a question about anime again, because that's just what I do now. I just talk about anime. There's a new anime. I just watched the Gigik video today. I'm sure you guys are familiar if you watch any anime with Gigik. What was the name of the one? Was it like Yakuza Boyfriend or something? Okay, so that makes 100 per minute. And then we just kind of take it over here. It's about a girl who is in an arranged marriage to a Yakuza guy, and I don't know, how is that? Is anybody watching that? Everybody's watching the Don. I know what you're talking about, but Rilip has not seen it. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you know what I'm talking about, at least. That's always a good start. People know what I'm talking about. What else was on there? Something where the guy has to go back in time and marry his sister or something. We gotta go back and fix the timeline. I have to marry my sister. It's the only way. Is that just an anime thing or like a Japan thing or what is up with that? I'm sure Emmy would like to know as well, since it comes up so often. Is it just is incense just or incest just less taboo over there? It's like the Alabama of the Pacific. Anyone from Japan, feel free to weigh in. I'm not trying to make fun of your country. I really like the food, but the incest thing is just a little weird. Okay, I'm gonna put a support column. Well, maybe not. There's not really a good spot to do it, huh? I was thinking maybe right here would be good. Like right there. Okay. Also, I finally saw we were talking about the Ranma remake the other day. I didn't watch it or anything, but it looks great. Like, the animation looks so smooth. Like, I remember seeing clips of the old one, and it's very 1980s. So it's cool that they're doing a revisit of Ranma, one of the finest anime of the last 50 years. Rilip does not have insight on that. I know that young sex is seen as much less serious, still illegal, but like slap on the wrist illegal. Okay, so just illegal, got it. It's regular kind of illegal. All right, we need to build a particle accelerator now. We're gonna put that bad boy right up here. And slap it right there. Okay, maybe we need to leave a little bit more room actually, in case we need to put extra pipes somewhere. Okay, you know what? Fuck it, we're just gonna... I have no power here. Ah! Stop taking away my power, game. I need it. Alright, so I think right there is perfect. It's nice and centered. Let me run the cable over here so we can actually see what we're working with. All right, dummy, you got to get out of the way. This is a no boof zone. Get out of here. Oh, Captain Sandwich made a wonderful joke. You could say that it's a minor offense. Trying to strike a chord, but it's probably A minor. Get it? Do you get it? And Tatsumaki says in Iceland there's an extra app for dating because Iceland is so small, the risk of dating someone you are related to is too great. So what is the solution in that case? I guess you gotta bring in fresh meat. That's not the right word for that. There should be a program for that. Just like bring in people to Iceland to marry or whatever. Maybe that's too I don't know, hands-on at that point. Like, no thanks, we really don't want to encourage whatever, like mail order brides, that's the word. Yeah, we don't want to encourage that. Or do we? Or mail order husbands. We don't have to be... We can go both ways. It's not a big deal. Then we can put this here. Like that. And then here. Like that. Awesome. Let's get this pipeline cooking. Horizontal to vertical or whatever. Okay, and then we just got to get what, diamonds up here? Dark matter crystals just needs diamonds. And 30 per minute. We're making way too much. We're going to have to make extra particle accelerators, I guess. We'll see how that goes. Hex says, now we're going to get an anime about a mail order wife and a mail order husband dating each other. Wait, that sounds awesome, though. What's the issue? I just came up with an awesome anime. You know what? This is silly. Why don't we just have the mergers going the other way? I guess because I designed it before that was set up. What was the other one that looked really good? It was about a guy in Poland in like the 15th century or something, and he just figured out that the Earth orbits the sun, and now he has to worry about getting burned at the stake as a heretic. What an awesome time to be alive that must have been. It's called Orb on the something of the something. I'm sure Rilip knows all about it. He's probably already watched it. Like on the movement of the planets or whatever. Rilip, do you know what I'm talking about? Humor slice of life anime? That, I mean, that's what that one would be. The other one that we're talking about is actually, I don't know what the genre would be. Not anything I would watch, but or somebody watches it. Nope, Splitter was correct. We were good on that. So we send that over there. We bring the diamonds over. And then I have to figure out how I want this to look, because I'm still trying to figure out what the best angle is for. I guess that's fine right there. There's no clipping of the belt, which is good. So we'll go with that. Okay, so that's my idea for an anime or a manga, I guess. We'd start with that, or a light novel could work too. Okay, with the dark crystal now. Hold on. Dark crystal is used to make superposition oscillators. We need Alclad. I guess we just ship these off, huh? How many diamonds am I making? I think we're gonna need extra particle accelerators here. Diamonds, coal. Okay, all right. Shut it down. Actually, just let it run for now. We're gonna have to extend this out a bit. Shut it down. The plot is the man who ordered a wife and the woman who ordered a husband met each other, and now they don't need the mail orders. So yeah, I guess, I don't know, there's probably a way. Maybe there's like a mix-up somewhere, like somebody gets the orders mixed up and they end up going to each other somehow, but that doesn't make any sense. There's a way to figure it out. I think we'll workshop this idea. This is why we have a team of writers working on it. Obviously, I don't need to know everything about it right from the beginning. I'm just the idea guy. That's the most important part, because that's the hardest thing to have, is an idea, right? Once you have the idea, then that's the easy part after that. Like right now, I have this idea to build this thing, and then the easy part is just building it. See, look how easy this is. I gotta take down the particle accelerator. I gotta get rid of all this shit. Then I gotta worry about, oh, how am I gonna get my stuff set up properly, and blah, blah, blah. Now I gotta change how this is coming in. We want these to be lined up same as that is there. So if I was me, how would I have done this? Looks like it is. Okay, hold on. Let's try this out. So this is right there. So the white line should be at the halfway point. Got it. And there's plenty of room on the far side, so that shouldn't be an issue. Gotta make sure nothing is running into anything else. So yeah, right there is where we want it. I guess we'll push it back a little bit. Like that would be perfect. And then we do one next to it. Not quite right next to it though. Because if they're too close, we won't be able to walk between them. We want it to be lined up exactly with this one here. I think that is correct. Yes, exactly. And that's so, and then we have all this extra space over here for like a drone port or something. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it to it. First, we got to put this here, so that sort of changes how that's going. And then this goes here. We connect these guys up. And connect that up. Connect this. And we change this whole thing. This needs to go here. This needs to go away. Needs to line up with you. Goodbye, whatever matter residue. We hardly knew ye. And there we go. So who wants to know about today's movie? Raise your hands. Get them way up there. Those hands way up in the air so I can see who's actually interested in this. All right, Mighty Stoosh wants to know. Okay, today was the Eddie Murphy film, The Golden Child. There you go. That's it. There's nothing else to that. That's what the movie's called. It's about a golden child. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. Maybe you don't care. I don't know. That's your business, not mine. A classic? Yeah, I guess. I had never heard of it until however long ago. Oh, that's really stupid looking. Let's fix that. So we need to put a lift right here, and then it needs to line up with this guy. Yes, that is correct. Oh, I messed it up. I wish there was a way to reverse these, but there's not. There we go. Yeah, it was a pretty solid movie. Not Eddie Murphy's best movie, of course, but definitely from that period in his career when he was making good movies and not whatever the fuck The Adventures of Pluto Nash is. Okay, there we go. There's the diamonds. They're not coming in yet, but they will be. Then we just need to connect everything up. And then this needs to go somewhere, I guess. Maybe right here? I don't know, we're kind of writing ourselves into a corner a bit, but that's okay. So this is all working now, I believe. No, we have to turn it on first. Need you to make dark matter crystals, please. And then I need to be generating 300 dark matter residue per minute. So let's do that. We're make 150. And then 150. And then that requires 150 reanimated Sam, I guess. So I guess we'll have to figure that out. I don't quite know how, unless we can find another Sam deposit nearby. Oh, there's one over there. That's not too bad. That's normal. What is this one? That's impure. What the fuck? Why is it impure? Okay, let's just go see how much we can squeeze out of an impure node first. So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of getting to the dregs of the free movies on YouTube. I know they add more later or as time goes on, but boy, am I... Every time I go on there, I'm like, oh, I've already watched this. I don't want to watch this. Boo, 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 boo. Nothing good, nothing good. So, yeah, that's about where I'm at. Alright, we'll go full hog on this. So 300 per minute. So we can go 150 in each one. And you won't use another streaming service? I mean, I'm already pushing the limits on, you know, what I'm doing now. So no, not really. So if we do 30, that's okay, that's normal. 40 is 160. 35? It's 140. 37.5. There we go. All right, 37.5. I just don't have to log into anything is the main thing. Okay, so that's 150 per minute. We're making 37.5. That's 75. Start torrenting at home and bring in a hard drive. Have I played the new Stellaris DLC yet? No, I haven't touched Stellaris in a while. I'll be getting back into it at some point, but I just haven't. I will have to start practicing though in preparation for the upcoming exciting event, the Stellaris event. Oh, this is going right through the dang. We gotta fix that, obviously. Also, this is just silly. Come on. We don't need a straight line here. Heck, we don't even need this one. We're already, you know what? And now that I see it, we don't need that either. We don't need any of this crap. Get that out of here. Connect it up. Oh. There we go. Alright, what's going on here? We need 150 per minute. We're making how much? We're making 75. Which only makes 150. I guess we just shut one of these down then. Because we're obviously not going to make enough. Right? Because we're making 150 per minute right now. 150 per minute, we're making 75. That's how much we're making now of reanimated Sam. So we'd have to bring in another source of reanimated Sam, I guess. Okay, well, good to know. Do I mean your Stellaris event? There's still, yeah, no, there's plenty of time, but I mean, time flies when you're having fun, right? I just don't want it to sneak up on me and be like, I don't even remember how to play Stellaris anymore. Okay, we got the dark matter crystal. Now we use the dark matter crystal in order to make a superposition oscillator, which requires owl-clad aluminum sheets and excited photonic matter and crystal oscillator thingies. Crystal oscillators. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna put these on a drone and hope for the best, I think. Because I don't think there's an easy way to do this. I think we're just gonna have to set up a drone hub somewhere that brings in these dark matter crystals and uses them. It's probably what most people do, right? So let's get our drone hub set up. If there's room, there should be. Drone port, there it is. It's not really a hub, it's just gonna be one. Flip it around so we can put stuff in there easily. In the new DLC, you can clone creatures that live in space and use them as a fleet. Oh, that's kind of fun. Like the Zerg, or the Tyranids, or any of those like biological species. Make the ships out of creatures. Kind of a classic space trope at this point, I think. Although I'm sure it eventually came from somebody that's gonna try to trademark it or copyright it. It's like, oh, this is a Games Workshop original idea. Do not steal. All right, let's go ahead and get some mergers going. Mergers. Boom. And boom. Oh no, how did I fuck that up? Always happens. No. Making incremental progress, at least, on making the late game stuff. Which is exciting. Yeah. There we go. So this will be dark crystal pick up, and we'll go make a drone hub somewhere near aluminum where we can use alclad sheets and crystal oscillators, I guess. We'll have to find a good place to make crystal oscillators. Maybe here would be okay, because what's the crystal oscillators? What's the cheapest way to make these? Rubber and AI limiters, which actually that's not too bad, because yeah, that's probably the easiest way, actually, because that's just a plastic, Caterium, or oil, Caterium, and quartz crystals. So we could definitely do that. And I do have the quartz purification thing set up. So there's crude oil here. I guess having access to bauxite would be nice too. There's Caterium here. I mean, there's no oil though. That's the problem, right? There's a bunch of iron up here. There's also some SAM. No Caterium. So where's the spot where there's Caterium? There's Caterium here. Bauxite. There is oil, actually, but I think I'm fully utilizing it right now, if I remember correctly. Because we've got a an oil production thing down here. I am making Caterium, so I could pipe it in. Maybe right here it would be good. Because there's oil, there's Caterium not too far, and then there's iron, which actually I don't need. We literally just need the oil and the Caterium. It's too bad I don't have more radars out. I'd know where things are. Maybe it would be a good idea to set that up. Chemical Sandwiches, we ended up using the standard recipe for the oscillators because we relied heavily on oil products for other recipes. I'm not even tapping into a ton of the oil on the map, so it really doesn't, it's not a huge deal. I just gotta find a good area that has what I need. You know, over here could be good. There's Caterium here, but the oil's way over here. I set up a plant that's making the uranium, not the fuel rods, but just the uranium pellets or whatever. What is it called? Encased uranium cells. So theoretically, if I eventually figure out a way to get industrial beams and electromagnetic control rods up there, I could start doing nuclear fuel, but I might save that for my second playthrough here. Well, you know what? If I'm just making the crystal oscillators at their own site. Because what else do we need? Dark crystal. Crystal oscillator and alclad sheets. I wonder if there's oil over here somewhere. Probably not. There's oil here though. There's also Caterium. There's Caterium down here. All right, well, we have it set up, so we'll just let that run for a bit, and we'll go get those hard drives too. Lots of work to do. Oh, did I already get that one? Probably, right? I'll double check on the way out. Go over to the jetpack. Lots of work to do. We gotta hook up the power to the whatchamacall over there. Put this up here, then run a pole over there. Good. Somehow I missed this fused beam. Or fused modular frame or whatever. Alright, fresh hard drive. That's a new one too. And I think I saw another wreck that I hadn't got yet. We'll go grab that on our way over. Lots to do still. It is nice to see the objectives filling up, and they are pretty small. The 256 and the 200 I'm sure will take a while, but with some judicious use of summer sloops, I don't think it'll be too bad. Okay, the wreck I saw was up there, so let's head over that way. And then we gotta go find a place to make AI limiters and rubber and what? I see, I've already forgotten what the other thing was. I guess crystals. Oh shit. Okay, this was a mistake. Maybe they'll go flying. Okay, yeah, we're good. We'll just grab everything now. Goodbye. Needs 300 megawatts. Damn it. Why does everything need power all of a sudden? I mean, I can do it, but... And you guys are really pushing for, me to run these lines out here. You still be able to use the hover pack to come back. That'll be cool. Really? Too long? Come on, man. These are already looking silly. Yeah. We'll use the hover pack. Fly back up, and then we'll break down the stuff on our way back. What is attacking me? Oh, it's the hog. Bunch of slugs I don't need. Yeah, gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme. I need it. Oh, there he goes. Oh no. Come and get it. Nice try. All right, we'll leave them to their devices, I guess. Tear these down as we go. And a 1 and a 2, and that should be it. Okay. Let's head over to the railroad and we can catch a train. So we're heading out here. I was gonna say, do I have like unlimited hover now? Where am I getting power from? That was weird. Let's check this one. I assume I already got it, but yeah, we already got it. Cool. Oh, something there. Don't like it. I made a noise. So there are two main things we have to keep in mind. We need space to build the drone hub that's going to receive fuel. As I am hoping I don't already have my turbo fuel delivery drone already tied up. But that remains to be seen. Alright, let's see if there's a train coming. Maybe catch one of it's the Gunpowder Express. That'll take us at least over to the hub. The Rubber Ducky 2, I think, will take us to a better spot. We'll hitch a ride on that then. It's got a ton of diamonds that I don't really need to have on me. And we gotta stop by a MAM at some point. Hey, look who's going for a ride. We need to get a cow catcher or something on there. He's apparently not too scared of the honking. Come on. Okay, we're ready. What determines whether it picks up the whole box or like pulls a box out of the interior there? Is it just whether you have the full... Okay, I guess we're bringing this thing along with us. Oh, that's so dumb. Whatever you say, game. I was hoping we could have a clear view, but I guess we'll just have to look at this stupid thing. Oh boy. Talk about clipping, huh? The ultimate clipping. Yeah, really. You know, that's one of the nice things about Factorio. If you see an alien, you shoot it. In this game, I mean, you just also shoot the alien, but then they just respawn, so there's no point. It's kind of silly, actually. Yeah, can you... whatever. I don't even know where this goes, actually. Where is this taking us? It's taking us to the aluminum station, so that's a pretty good spot. I think we... Was there oil there? Or no? No. There is quartz, which is good, because that's one of the ingredients we need. Shoot. Even if we do manage to get the rubber, we gotta find quartz, too. So we need a place where quartz is close to oil. I don't actually think there is a place like that on the map. Ton of quartz here, though. That could be nice. Just trying to find a good spot here. Yeah, there is. I guess there's quartz. Well, no, because this is quartz. This is Silica Valley. So we were already tapping into those. So here, but no oil nearby. Oh, hey, we lost it. I wonder where it fell off. I wasn't paying attention. Hex says back in his day when you shot something, it dropped loot. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. Even 7 Days to Die, a game all about shooting things and collecting loot. You don't actually collect loot from the things you shoot. It just, wait, can't you use the converter to turn stuff into quartz? Now it's loot boxes. Yeah, you gotta buy the loot boxes separately. Yeah, let me look in the converter. Maybe we can turn something into quartz to save ourselves a bunch of time. Although that's, I don't know, probably a little inefficient. Convenient, but inefficient. Worse is when they drop the loot boxes. Because then you gotta open them, right? And it's like a whole thing. Yeah, I don't like loot boxes, guys. I think they're silly. I guess it's just an abstraction of the system, stuff like Diablo or those types of games where you get loot. It's like, well, instead of getting the loot directly, you're gonna get this box, and you're gonna open the box, and that's gonna tell you what loot you actually got. Which, okay, fair, I guess. All right, let's hop out here. So right here is where we make our... What do we make here? I don't actually remember. This makes biochemical sculptors, which then get shipped out to be sent off. So yeah, we bring in the assembly director systems. Those get converted into the biochemical sculptors. The biochemical sculptors get sent back, and then those get eventually sent over to the space elevator. So that's how that's set up. All right, everything's looking good over here. That's nice. Coal is carbon and bauxite is an aluminum compound. How do they turn to silicate quartz? What? Coal is carbon, bauxite is an aluminum compound. How do they turn to silicate quartz? Just like in general? You take bauxite and mix it with water and you get alumina solution and silica. Or, oh, it's a converter. Oh, okay. Because it's like alien shit. I don't know. It's like magic, basically. I thought you were talking about in the refinery. So, what is it? Coal or bauxite can be converted. Oh, that's perfect. There's tons of bauxite around. There's bauxite right there. There's coal right there. So if we made the AI converters, we could actually use this lake. All right, let's head over there. See what kind of project we're talking about, how big of a pain in the ass it's going to be. That's how I have to measure things now. How much pain it's going to cause me to work on. Yeah, matter conversion. Oh, hello. Oh, right, everything respawned. Great. Yeah, I love that. Spent all that time clearing these out only to have them come back and haunt me. Thanks, game. Luckily, I love shooting aliens. Oh, here comes the beta, or the alpha, or whatever. I don't know what you call the... Like, I thought these guys were the alphas, then I started running into these bigger guys. I don't know what to think anymore. And they're just kind of all over the place. Okay, that one ran off, but I don't care. And that one's right there. Okay, we got him. Okay, then. Oh, look at that. That looks cool. See, sometimes I surprise myself with the care that I have to build these little... Oh, see, look at that. There's two fucking hogs over there. Okay, whatever. We're gonna keep moving. We got stuff to look at. That's how I want to build all of my stuff. I want to take the care needed, take the time and the effort to make sure everything looks really good. Definitely, we've already got that one. Yes. Oh, I didn't stop by the... Hold on, let me go back and stop by the ma'am. So yes, so there's the converter, which uses alien technology to convert things from one thing to another, and then there's the other thing. Hex is just spraying off bauxite to turn it into aluminum slurry and the remaining rock. There's two different processes. Okay, hard drive, start scanning them. I want to see what I get now that I'm in tier whatever. And also drop off all of our biomass while we're here. Grab some extra homing rifle. Looks like I gotta re-up that at some point. Grab some more cluster stuff. Yeah, I think we're good to go. And I figure by the time I finished all the setup, we should have everything we need. We should have all the nuclear pasta. That's going pretty slow though, because I think we only do 2 a minute, so it'll take another... How much is 600 minutes? Is that 10 hours? Chat, is that 10 hours? It's gonna take 10 hours of idle just to get the nuclear pasta. And that's already slooped, so I might have to make a second factory to do that. Yikes. Or maybe it'll just take me 10 hours to do the rest of it. That's entirely possible. Well, no time like the present, right? Gotta get all this work done at some point. Well, I noticed a Mercer sphere down here, so we're gonna go grab that. First things first. We grab it from underwater. Yes, we can. Wonderful. And then I maybe should have marked this with a beacon or something, because I don't know where I'm going. Let's see, what do we got? We got a... one of those things. There's... oh, hello. Pardon me, sir. It's passing through. Oh. Got the autosave bump. I think this is where we're supposed to be. Yes, okay, the oil's right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Everywhere I go, these things are around. Wait, that was another autosave. Didn't it just autosave? Or was it just, maybe it was just loading in? Oh, for... where am I getting hit from? Oh, there's little guys. Okay, I see. Alright, I'm getting out of here. This is stupid. Yeah, there's quartz. What else we got? I don't think I've ever even been over here. There's something. Let's go see what that big rock platform is. Oh, there's the oil right here. Okay, cool. So if we're gonna build, we'll probably just end up building out on the water here. That works for me. Ay, ay, ay. Yep, and you're here too. Everybody's here. Everybody wants a piece of me. Great. Thanks, game. Maybe I gotta switch to turbo ammo, because this is getting silly. As much as I love the homing ammo, it doesn't do a lot of damage. I need something that really... have they fixed the respawn Mercer's bug? I mean, they don't respawn now, but all the ones that respawned before aren't gonna like unrespawn. So kinda. So that's one of the reasons I want to start another playthrough, so I don't get the benefit of free Mercer spheres. But we're gonna try to finish it at least, so I can kind of have an idea of what the final products we're gonna need are gonna be. So I can kind of go off of that. All this for a stupid blue slug, huh? Not even working. Give me a regular one. Blow it up. You blew it up, you maniacs. Rilip still likes the explosive bolt tool. Yeah, I like it too, but I don't have the I don't have a setup to make bulk explosive bolts. So I just ended up going with the Nobelisks. All right. Okay, well that's the oil. So what else do we need? There's SAM up top. There's coal here, there's sulfur here. So I guess I could actually use this as a fuel production area as well. Let's see. Let's just humor myself and see if there's any quartz nearby. I'm gonna guess no, but it's possible there is. No, there's no quartz for miles. This is probably the closest to the south. Yep. Okay, so it's the one over there. Way over there. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I guess the alternative is we set up a train network that brings in rubber and plastic, but I don't know, man. I don't really want to work with trains anymore. Although, hold on. What if I did this? No, that's stupid. Okay, where's the closest Caterium? It's over here. That's so far. It is pure, at least. There's a pure iron node too, huh? Yeah, I don't know about this area. Let's head over to my crystal mine and see what we can do with that. Maybe that's a better way to go about it. Because I do still have room. I do have a small area I could use as a rail line. That maybe is the better way to do it. So why don't we start with that? Unfortunately, that requires us to travel back to the other side of the map. But that's okay. You guys like seeing all the rail stuff, right? Where does this go? Oh, that's where I was earlier. I see. I was down in the muck. Hey, look, a respawn Mercer sphere. I'm not going to take it. But it's nice to know that it's there. Alright, it's going to autosave here, so we don't want to be up in the air. It's going to stand still. There we go. Causes fewer problems that way. Yeah, I heard the spider. The nasty one, too. One of the gassy spider boys. Check it out. I had to... You guys remember when I built the bauxite factory, I was short on bringing in bauxite? This was my solution. I'm bringing it in from up at the top in the Red Forest area. But this does produce a lot of bauxite, so, you know, we're sitting pretty good on that front. That we're making so much, we're not even... It's like backing up at points. That's how much we're making. I gotta start hauling more away. Alright, so we go to the crystal mine. We use the crystals, plus we find someplace... And okay, I know for a fact there's oil. I mean, I know there's oil over here, of course, but I think there might be oil here as well. So we can catch a ride on the aluminum horse. That would be ideal, but I would take anything at this point. So I guess whoever's coming first. Like the motor runner's coming. All right, we can catch a ride on the motor runner. We should check the MAM too. See if there's anything going on there. Probably not done yet. I don't think it's been 10 minutes. Although it feels like it's been 10 minutes. There were 2 autosaves. Should be almost done, right? I thought autosaves were every 5 minutes. Let me check the settings. Every 5 minutes. All right. I don't know then. Maybe there's something to do with the side of the frame rate or something. Like the game slows down. It does tell me how close I am though. All right. Where is the... Oh no, the motor runner doesn't come this way. I got to catch a ride on the HMF Zephyr then. Which will take me over. That actually takes me exactly where we need to go, so that would be perfect. So as soon as it's here, coming up the hill now, you can see it. Maybe the hard drive will be done scanning by then and we can catch a ride. Same time. Come on, man, what do you got? There we go. What do we got? What do we got? Recycled plastic and super state computer. I'm gonna go with recycled plastic because, well, maybe not. I don't know. Let's just start scanning the other one. Maybe it'll be done by the time we get over there. We gotta catch a ride here. Train's coming in. So this will take us where we need to go. And this time we don't have a passenger. So we can enjoy the ride, we can enjoy the view. And we can get moving here. 30 seconds. However long it takes to offload. All right, we're all docked up. Let's go. Is there a reason we're not? Are we full up on heavy modular frames maybe? Yeah, I guess we are. We're just not using them. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if I need to be concerned about that. Nah, it's probably fine. Here we go. All right, going down the hill. Let's get some speed going. There's the power plant, which, from what I understand, should be more than enough to get me through the rest of the game. Assuming I'm not running all of my machines at once, all the time. I don't think I've gone into fuel drain... Not fuel, a power drain panic yet. And if it comes to that, maybe I'll set up some more geothermal stuff. What's that over there? That must be... That's Sulphur Heights or Gunpowder Plateau or whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. That one area over there. And this brings us through the crossroads. Gonna start slowing down because of the path thingy. Wonder if it's worth having path on some of these things. The path block. What are they called? Path signals? I don't know if it's worth it because every train that comes through has to slow down. But usually there's not enough traffic to warrant having to slow down. So maybe it would be better to have just the block signals. There's another Mercer sphere. Alright, so we're almost there. So we're gonna end up right here. So there's crystals here. There's iron here. I could actually just make regular oscillators. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. I can't look up the recipe while I'm in the train. I want to say it's reinforced iron plates, and that's it. It's like reinforced iron plates plus crystals, and maybe a third thing. Should be enough. Short block will cause the slowdown with path signals. So what do you recommend, Urban? You work with trains a lot. Maybe it's worth taking out these ones right before the path signal so that they can figure it out ahead of time. I don't know. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. They just slow down slightly. It's not like it's hurting my throughput or anything. Crystal, reinforced plates, and cable. Ooh, cable. Well, that's not too bad. I'm sure we could figure it out. It just seems like it would be easier and I'd use less machines to do with rubber and plastic. Then I need Caterium, so I guess you're just trading one for the other. I mean, look at... There's a whole thing right there that's just for making reinforced plates. It's not great, right? And that looks so awesome. I gotta do more factories like that. Or maybe not. I don't know. I do like the billboard. Need more billboards. Maybe that's the real answer here. There's a lot of flat ground up there I could use. It's not the worst place to build. Alright, the train only gets a green signal from path once it crosses into the block in front of the path. Okay, alright. So, yeah, maybe you're right. I need to make I need to remove the signal before the path signal. And that would fix the problem, perhaps. Jeez, I gotta reload. Alright, we're good. So let's look over here. Let's see what kind of, assuming we do it this way, what kind of nonsense we're gonna be dealing with here. Also, what's going on here? Must have done this for a reason, like something was poking through. No, nothing's poking through. I don't know then. That's really unusual. I would have it like that. All right, so we got 4 pure iron nodes. I mean, if that's not enough to do what we need to do, I don't think anything is. So basically, we turn this whole area into some kind of power tower. Power, whatever. We need to do smelters, the whole 9 yards. Then we got to put a big foundation down. And that'll have, and that just makes crystal oscillators, huh? And then that combines with dark matter crystals. Plus, we would need the alclad aluminum sheets, which... I guess, okay, if we're making these via drone, we're bringing these in via drone, I guess that works. So basically, we would need to set up... These are already on the drone network. We'd need to be building for these, and these we'd be bringing in via train, and this we would produce on site. And then we'd be shipping these out via drone. So we need 3 drone stations and a train station. And copper. to make the alclad. So we need a spot. I mean, this, see, we're already using that for copper though. There's copper here, I suppose. Oh, we do, hold on, we do have a train station here. That might actually, this might actually be easier than I thought. So if I have some free slots over here, which I think I do, I could use one of these stations as an additional unload station, because this brings in computers and circuit boards. This is a loading station for crystal and silicon. This is a loading station for what? Heavy modular frames and something else. I don't remember what. I want to say AI, not AI limiters. High speed, whatchamacalls. The high speed ones. That we make very little of, unfortunately. High speed connectors. Yeah, I needed to produce more of those. And so it's also bringing in aluminum, huh? All right, maybe we just need to extend it over here. Yeah, I don't know. This is a whole lot, guys. Just the sheer amount of building I have to do. I really gotta use blueprints next time, like more heavily. Let's go see what this station has. Because I want to say that train has aluminum on it. Yeah, that's the aluminum horse. Basically, it picks up aluminum over there, and then it picks up the high-speed connectors there, and then drops them off here. And this is where we make our radio control units. Yes, that's what it is. So if we could maybe siphon off some of this aluminum, or maybe we're just better off building another station, or... Oh, this has crystals over here too. What the heck? Well, shoot, maybe we could just build it here. And also our hard drive is done, so let's take a look. I mean, since we're clearly not using this anyway. Now, what do we got? Dark matter trap. Oh, great. I went through all that trouble. What? Hold on, what was I doing before? I guess then you have to convert it first, huh? And then oil-based diamonds. I don't think either of those is particularly good. Let me see. Petroleum diamonds or compacted steel. Man, I don't know. Hamburger Sandwich says he found it. Lamau. Dark matter trap was actually really good. Oh, is it? Okay. Well, I'm sure I can get it back later. I got a bunch of rescans I haven't used. Pink diamonds. Dark matter trap, we'll take it. Sure, why not? Is it just you trade more power for more whatever? Okay, so what's going on here? We're making a ton of stuff, but it's not getting used. Is the holdup just on high-speed connectors, probably? Yeah, of course it is. That's why I needed to deliver more. Okay, well, that's not happening anytime soon, or probably ever at this rate. We should build a radio tower over here. Or radar tower, they're called, not a radio tower. Oh, why would I think it's called a radio tower when it's clearly a radar tower? Completely different. Alright, let's take a look. So there's copper over here. There's deuterium up there. There's uranium over there. There's sulfur down there. I've already got these quartzes. Of course, the exit to the quartz is over there. It's either here, which is where I have my quartz thing, and it's over here where I have nothing. The only real practical use for diamonds is to make time crystals, so the trap recipe just uses those instead of raw diamonds. You get 2 times as many. Okay, sure, whatever. I'm fine with it. Ugh. I forgot what I'm even trying to make at this point. What am I trying to make? Trying to make quantum something. No, not quantum. What are these called? It doesn't even tell me, which is really annoying. It's some kind of entanglement device. Dark crystal thingy, and then superposition oscillator. I'm trying to make superposition oscillators. Now the problem with this is that it makes dark matter residue, and then I gotta do something with the dark matter residue. So that's like a waste product at that point, right? We can make dark matter crystals. We can do the dark matter trap. All encoder recipes make dark matter residue as a byproduct. Oh, come on, man. I guess if we could be making fixonium. I have an idea. Instead of like goofing off, why don't we go make a blueprint that just makes it's balanced to make a not a crystal oscillator necessarily, or maybe a crystal oscillator. Let's make a blueprint that makes a crystal oscillator. Dark matter crystals or fixonium are the only ways to use it. Okay, so basically we have to make diamonds on site and generate extra dark matter crystals and then sink them or otherwise get rid of them. I guess if I'm making them, I don't have to ship them, huh? That's kind of nice. If only there was a priority system that prioritized bringing them in. Fun fact, the fluid thing I was angry about involved dark matter residue. Oh, is dark matter residue actually a fluid? Does it flow? I'm guessing it does. I forgot where I was going. Oh, I was gonna go make a blueprint, right? So we're gonna head back to the main base. Maybe we can catch a ride if something comes along in the meantime. I want to make a blueprint that makes crystal oscillators with inputs. It does behave like a gas. Oh, well then I don't know. I don't know how to help you. Maybe split it up across multiple pipes or something. Whee! Zoop. I think what I should have done, and I'll do this next time when I'm designing my rail network, is have hypertubes as part of the rail lines. But I've also been thinking about being less rigid about placing the rail lines, because they don't need to be up on foundations necessarily either. I could just have supports and then connect the rail line to the next rail line and have it like a real monorail where the rail's just sitting on a support. All right, Captain Sandwich has fixonium setup configured so the dark matter residue is fully isolated in a contained loop. Yeah, but won't it eventually break just because that's how the game is? Okay, this is weird. Why is everything backed up? Shouldn't it be able to generate a path? Like, where is it trying to go that it can't find a path? I guess if that's rubber ducky. Oh, it's the plastic flyer. Never mind, that does make sense then. Because I'm currently in the spot where it's supposed to be. So now this thing, the plastic flyer should be able to go. There we go. And then this guy, the Gunpowder Express, should be able to go as well after it gets through. Ooh, so maybe it would be a good idea to have more space for stations next time. The fluid mechanics are being stupid and not emptying the encoders into the pipe reliably, so every 10 or so minutes one encoder idles for a couple seconds, which throws off everything else. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. Have you tried watching it really closely? Yes. Okay. Valves and fluid buffers haven't helped. Yeah, I don't think valves... Will buffers even work on gases? I thought buffers would make things worse. I feel like I read that somewhere. Like it doesn't work with gases. And pumps obviously do nothing as well, so no reason to bother with those. Alright, we're coming in for a jumping out. There we go. Alright, let's look into our blueprint thing here. So basically what we want to do is we want to make something that makes crystal oscillators, which I don't think we can do with this small of a blueprint, but we can at least get started by I guess let's see what the recipe is. We need to make reinforced iron plates, which we could do with bolted iron plates. Probably the easiest way to do it, because then that just requires iron. And then what does the other thing require? Cable, right? Crystal oscillators requires cable. So we need, yeah, let's work backwards here. So we have a manufacturer makes crystal oscillators. We want to have one of these going, so we need 18.75. Oh no, not this one, other one. 18 crystals, 14 cable, 2.5 reinforced iron plates. So we need 8. Okay, is there a way to like have this open? No. Okay, 18 crystal. Oh, there it is. 18 crystal, 14 cable, and 2.5 RIP to make one whatchamacall. And then to make, I guess we'll put down a quantum encoder here so you can see. To make one superposition oscillator, we need 5 crystal oscillators per minute. My God. Well, this is gonna be fun, I guess. Valves, okay. So yeah, nothing's helping and it's infuriating. I gotcha. That makes sense. Maybe, okay, maybe instead of shipping out the dark matter crystals, we produce everything else on site and bring in the crystal oscillators separately. This is getting silly. And bring in the, I guess the problem is alclad aluminum sheets. We need a lot of them per minute. We also need a lot of dark crystals, but if we're producing them on site, it's not a big deal. 45 alclad aluminum sheets per minute. The only way we can really do that is to either make them and have them on a belt, which is theoretically doable. I think the problem is my aluminum, the closest aluminum setup is here. Oh, there's bauxite here though, and coal. So it is possible. Oh, there's water here too. Is there copper? There's no copper nearby. Oh, the copper is over here. I guess I could siphon some of that off and bring it in. So that makes the alclad sheets. That still leaves the crystal oscillators, which we can do here, I guess, like I was gonna do before. Okay, all right, I think we got it now. So let's start by making a setup that makes one crystal oscillator per minute. even though we're gonna eventually need to make 5 per minute. So basically we need 5 of these going. Oh boy. Okay. All right. And again, the alternative would be getting a train into here, which is no, not happening. There's no way. I mean, there's probably a way to do it, but it's not, and it would take longer than it would take for me to just make maybe not. I mean, obviously none of this is going to happen tonight because fuck me, right? This is like a whole expansion to a factory, especially when I got to make 5 crystal oscillators per minute. Okay, so 18 per minute, that's fine. That's coming in from elsewhere. So we need reinforced iron plates. I guess let's start with that. We need to make 2.5 per minute, and a assembler makes how many? We're doing the bolted iron frame. We make 15 per minute. That's actually not too bad. Okay, well, now I see where the problem might come into play here. We need to make 250 screws per minute, and 90 iron plates per minute. Holy moly. Okay, I don't think a blueprint's gonna work on this one. Why don't we, well, let's go set this up over where I was before. So that's a whole thing we have to do now. Grab my my handy dandy zip line tool here, and we'll go for a little ride. So we need to make alclad aluminum sheets, crystal oscillators, which is its whole own tree to deal with, and then better go the right way. It's not. And then we're already making the dark crystals, and then if we're making excess dark matter residue, we can put it back into the system and generate more dark crystals. So that's good. That works. I'm cool with that. It's just a matter of getting everything set up. Also, check it out. I did some work on the coal plant at some point and never got around to showing it off. Although I'm not sure how good it actually looks now. I mean, it looks a little bit better with the smokestack sticking out of the roof. But I feel like I didn't quite capture what I wanted from the design on that. Problem is there's too many good builders out there. So when I go to build, I am unsatisfied with my build. But what is this over here? This is like a whole area over here I haven't explored. Is this just a cave? Yeah, it is. Okay, I wonder where that goes, huh? I guess let's explore. Let's find out. Where does it go? Maybe it just goes up and around. Yep, that's what it looks like it does. So alclad sheets, crystal oscillators. Crystal oscillators is the big one. Let's figure this out. We're gonna need room for a, there it is over there. For a, what, quantum encoder? Is that what it's called? We're gonna need room for one of those. How did that miss? What's the point of having homing bullets if they can miss? Put all this effort into making these things and they just miss. Oh, my money back on these. Oh, hello. You guys are here too, huh? Yeah. Go back to using my sword. Alright, here we are. We're back where we started today. So we need to make the quantum whatever machine. So let's go ahead and start laying out the groundwork for that. The the big guy that makes quantum stuff. Just zoop that out. And there is plenty of room to build all this stuff, so it shouldn't be a problem. It is a little bit more enclosed than I would like, of course, but we can work around that. The disco machine, I haven't even seen it in action yet. Oh, jeez. So I will be seeing it for the first time when I eventually get around to building this thing. All right, zoop it out. That looks good. Get some floor down. One floor, please. There we go. Get rid of this thing. I don't think we're gonna necessarily extend this, but in case we do, we have it out of the way. All right, quantum encoder goes here-ish. We got to bring in a lot of materials though, so push it back a little bit. Okay, that works for me. Let me get rid of this. So instead of having a drone port there, although probably could have left it there, honestly. That's fine. Be all right. All right, so that is where the, unless these are specifically need to be a specific way, to bring in dark matter crystals, we got to bring in the excited photonic matter so that we make in the converter, which whatever, we'll throw those down right over here. So I gotta get power over here as well. All recipes in this machine output dark matter residue, but they all require photonic matter as an input too. Huh. That's good to know, I guess. It's in fact, well, I'm gonna push this back a little bit. So we'll say that that is where we want it to start. Get rid of all this, just so we kind of have it something. All right, so that's good there. That's good there. Yeah, looks nice and straight. All right, grab me a quantum encoder. So the important thing is here, the output is going to include dark matter residue. So we need to have a pipeline that runs that back into this area over here. Well, let's see if we can't. Yes, we can. Awesome. Just trying to make sure that we can squeeze a pipeline over here. Well, now I'm wondering if we can. So that's there. That needs to move. This needs to go here. I don't know why I'm fiddling with the power so much, the power lines, but I am. And that goes there. Cool. All right. So assuming this is where this is going to go, which is, I think this is where it's going to go, we're going to grab this. So we get 125 per minute of dark matter residue. Cool. Let's run the pipeline now, just so we kind of have an idea. Rilip says, I love how you say that with complete confidence, like it isn't completely made up nonsense. Everything's made up, Rilip. You know this. I guess we'll start. So that our output is just going to go like that. It's going to be slightly silly, but that's okay. And then that goes over here. We just run the pipeline around like so. Noodle it. And oh, right, these gotta go. Well, if that's the case, then that has to go too. So you want something like that then. Oh, then I gotta hook this up then. Okay. And that. And that and this and this and that and that and this. And then noodle it. Okay, then we build a valve, so it's a one-way. That's what I use valves for mostly. So that stuff flows one way and not the other. Okay, so that handles our waste dark matter residue. Now we have to get these things hooked up. There we go. Well, that's kind of fun. They're sorta similar. I wonder if we can make that actually look correct. Maybe. If we pushed it out to the edge there, then it would be exactly along the corner. Chat was popping off earlier. Did I see the Phasmo event got extended? I did not see that. Well, that's nice of them, I guess. Now we get to do more blood moons. Yay! They're not that bad. I think they get a little repetitive, but so does everything else in Phasmophobia, let's be real. So Mighty Stoosh, now's your chance. You could buy the game. They extended the special event. You'll be able to get your special limited edition whatever thing. Limited edition, and the blood moon can now randomly spawn on other maps too. That's kind of fun. Is it 80% off? I don't think it's 80% off. It's probably some amount off. Okay, crystal oscillators and alclad aluminum sheets plus this other crap. So this is where we're gonna need to bring in the drone port. So there's gonna be a big old drone port over here that we are now going to build with at least 3, possibly more drone platforms. I should not be doing it this way. I'm stupid. We gotta put the 4-meter foundation first, otherwise it's gonna look goofy. Or it's gonna be harder to make it fit. Yep. Make it fit. It's 0% off right now. What? Not even for the Halloween event? I guess they just did the console release, so people are seeing it for the first time. Actually, speaking of this, console releases, I started playing Factorio again over the weekend. I'm like, I don't really want to do Satisfactory right now. We'll save it for the stream. So I fired up Factorio. Boy, oh boy, is that a game. That is, it's another time waster right there. Did I get the DLC? No, I just wanted to play through it without the DLC first. And boy, is it gonna be a lot. There's a lot going on in that game. Probably too much for me. Shoot, we're hitting the rock if we go this way. Maybe it's not so bad if we keep going. I wonder how much are we actually hitting it? Not too much, and if we go up one, it'll probably be okay. So we'll try it that way first. We just need to have room to bring in all of our goodies. Oh boy, we hit the 2-hour mark. Yay. Okay, yeah, that I can live with that. That's good. Let's get all these put in. DLC does seem like a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's just more Factorio. That's what people wanted. It's the ultimate. I mean, honestly, it could have just been a sequel, but they were nice enough to make it DLC. Or it's the same price as Factorio, though, isn't it? Like, as the actual game itself. I guess it's not that much different. Yep. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, let's go ahead and run the lines here. So, we have a bustling drone port here eventually. And in the meantime, we need to finish up what we're doing. What are some other good Eddie Murphy movies I might have missed? Maybe I should get around to watching Beverly Hills Cop one of these days. I've heard that's pretty good. Didn't they just come out with another Beverly Hills Cop movie? Like one of those legacy sequels that that are so in vogue right now, and possibly have been for the last 20 years. I haven't seen Coming to America, unless you count the sitcom, which I have also not seen, but there does exist a sitcom of Coming to America. All right, let's try setting up the logistics now. So we're gonna need a couple of drone ports. So here's drone port number 1. One of these is just going to be bringing in fuel, so the rest are going to be normal drone ports. I have not seen any of the Beverly Hills Cop movies, no. Oh, well, that sucks. Maybe we just do a line of these. 'Cause I need 3, right? 1 to bring in. We do it this way then. Okay, one of these is gonna carry stuff out, so we gotta keep that in mind. God, there's not enough room. Why are these so big? Okay, well, I guess let's see where we can start building. Expanding a little bit. We gotta avoid this thing here, so we start building there. Can I just say the range on the hover pack is not nearly big enough. This is the only Eddie Murphy movie I've ever really enjoyed, was Trading Places. It's not really an Eddie Murphy movie though. He's in it. I mean, I guess he's one of the stars, but that's like that's an ensemble. You got your Jamie Lee Curtis, who we hate, by the way. Your Dan Aykroyd, who we hate, by the way, ever since he scammed everybody with his Crystal Skull vodka. Don't fall for that stuff, guys. Come on. Dude thinks ghosts are real. You really want to buy stuff from him? Maybe people do. I don't know. I don't. The drone ports are 2x3 at the bottom. They have an overhang that makes them 3x3. Yeah, I know I can overhang them. I'm trying to find a good way to do this. There's probably plenty of space here if I look hard enough. Trying to maximize my opportunities here. Oh, Vampire in Brooklyn. There we go. I've heard that's pretty funny, maybe. All right, so let's try it. Let's grab our drones. Yeah, we can do the overhang, of course. So we'll start with that, and then we'll go from there. So there's that. Looks good. No clipping. Plenty of clearance for everything. Go ahead and make sure that is zooped up as well. Yeah, the overhang actually is kind of nice. All right, and then we need another one. Guess we can put it over here. Just as long as we have enough space for everything. Put it like this so it's not interfering with the power line. And that should give us a lane to run conveyor belts down. Okay, hold on. There we go. So we bring in fuel, then we can run fuel to all the different things, and then everything else will sort itself out, I guess. Actually, this one, should be fine. The drone can land right in the middle. I just want to make sure we don't have anything that's above where the drone's gonna come in. It's probably fine. All right, let's get some power going here. Okay, I've thought I changed my mind. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I want these to be closer, actually. We continued the power line over here. And then extended it over here. That would work. Alright, same as before. Not quite the same, but pretty similar. And then that gives us some extra space over here if we want to run stuff that way. In fact, I actually already know what I want to do. We'll change this out for this one so we have a little more space here to run conveyor belts. So, Rilip says, imagine trying to parlay a movie where a ghost gives you head into vodka sales. And, you know, okay, so first of all, the ghost giving head scene is a dream, probably. Not a real thing that happens. And second of all, I mean, I can't think of a better way to advertise vodka, can you? Let me know if you think of a better way to advertise vodka. Does that actually work? I guess so, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, okay, that doesn't work though. Come on, man. You're killing me. I guess we're going middle of the road here. Alright, these are easy to fix. Of all the things I gotta work with, this is probably one of the easier ones. Just throwing down power poles. I mean, I know a lot of people don't even use power poles. They prefer to use, I actually don't know what they prefer to use. I think they just hide all their stuff under foundations and stuff like that. Alright, let's, we got a power there. Power here. And a power here. And a power here. That works. Alright, looks good. Go ahead and connect that up. We can get rid of these guys over here. Or just that one. Alright. What do we got? We're bringing in... We need to bring in Alclad. That's the other thing we don't have yet. So actually, we want to bring in the Alclad there. I don't know where I want to bring the Alclad in from. Maybe the Alclad just comes in from up above somehow, since that's where all the bauxite is. There's bauxite, there is coal. It would be... And there is water, so it's not like unheard of that I could do it that way. Where is the water actually? It says it's here, but it's up here maybe? Oh, I'm getting farther away from it. Where is it? Is it just right over here? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that works. Yeah. So if we bring it, we'll have to bring bauxite and coal down here, but we can just make the aluminum and then aluminum sheets. Are there any? No, there's no alternate recipes. We have to have copper. So, man, there. Yeah, that sucks. There's really not an easy way. There's copper here. There's copper here. I guess we could fly the copper in. How much do we actually need per whatchamacall? We need 45 per minute. So if I was gonna make alclad sheets, that requires 10 copper per minute. We could probably fly that in, or I guess 20-ish if we're making 45. I think if we did this up to 45, let's see, we would need 15 copper. I mean, we could, I don't know if we want to fly in 45 aluminum ingots per minute, but we could definitely fly in 15 per minute. That wouldn't be too bad. Ship it. Yeah, we're gonna ship it. Okay, so we bring in, yeah, in that case I gotta maybe change something here. So say we make the alclad sheets just on site right here, because we really just need one. And then that goes like that. So that's alclad. We literally make 45. 45. 45. There we go. So we bring in aluminum. I mean, at that point, we might as well just bring in the alclad sheets, right? 45 per minute. How much is that? How much can a thing bring? What is the throughput of a drone? Does anybody know? I'm sure there's a way to check. $10? Yeah, what could it cost? $10? There's no way it's going to be that much. Okay, fine. We'll do it this way. We bring in the alclad. We bring in the... Oh, wait a minute. The crystal oscillator. Okay. So this will be crystal oscillator. Crystal oscillator. I spell oscillator like that. Drop off. Okay. Alclad drop head sheet, I guess. Drop off. I don't want to get them confused. Alclad sheet drop off. Not that there's another type of alclad. Oh, there's an S in there. Oscillator. Oscillator the Grouch. Okay, and now we will hook this up to the fuel network. So there we go. And then this will be turbo fuel drop off. Turbo fuel drop off 3. And this will... Okay, no, this doesn't have one. We need a turbo fuel drop off 3. And that's going to drop off here. This port. So there we go. So that'll start bringing in turbo fuel, which we will use for our fuel. Perfect. We'll go ahead and use a splitter here. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to make this look good, so I'm gonna not make it look good then. Yeah, it looks okay. Terrible. Well, shoot. Now it does look terrible. I bungled it. Okay, splitter. I don't want to put a splitter right where the ladder is. I guess it doesn't matter. Maybe I put it up. Maybe that's the way to do it. Something like that. And then we want to have the splitter go somewhere. Hamburger sandwiches, fun fact, ports can only have one drone call at home, but can be destinations for multiple drones. Yeah. I've been using them in kind of a really easy way where I have these hubs that generate the fuel, and then that's where everything comes from. Okay, that should work. So now we have fuel going in, fuel going out. We need another splitter, I guess, to cover everything. How is this set up? Right there. There we go. Okay, cool. Looks great. I messed up the southeast one. Oh, okay. No, we're good. It's not done yet. Okay, so this is Alclad sheet. This is crystal oscillator drop off. And this is what are these things called? I mean, do I even need this to get? I guess we'll eventually need it for spaceship parts. Superposition oscillator. Superposition oscillator pickup. Superposition oscillator picked up. Cool. All right, and we will also do something else with this. I don't know what yet. Something's gonna happen. Hey, look, there's our turbo fuel. Beautiful. You love to see it. I mean, this doesn't need to be that crazy, right? Just needs to go over top of the... Nope. Fucked it up. We need to go like that. There we go. This just needs to go into the input on this guy here. Like that. Okay, so there we go. So that's everything we need now. We just need to have drones. So I guess we put drones on all of these. Drone. 1, 2, 3. Then we just need to make drones that are providing Alclad sheets, crystal oscillators, and that's it. Okay, so let's go start. I might have a place making... I mean, if I'm making 45 a minute, that's all I need, right? We don't need more than that. Let's go try it. Oop, uh-oh. This one's all busted up. See, what can I do down here, if anything? There's slugs, there's more slugs. There's lots of slugs over here, wow. If I ever need slugs, I know where to go in my next game. I don't think I will ever need slugs, because if there's one thing I never needed during this game, it was more slugs. Maybe I should rely more on overclocking. It never... I don't know. It always seems like I don't want to waste the power, but then you can overclock your power generators to make more power. But then that requires more input. Then you overclock the inputs to make more input to feed into your overclocked power generators. It makes perfect sense. It all works out. Oh, is there a hard drive over here? How did I miss this? I walked past this a bunch of times. Awesome. Maybe it had radiation, so I never grabbed it. That's super cool, though. Hey, liquid biofuel. I'll take that. What else we got? Rock? Other stuff? Garbage? Nothing? Okay, cool. Aluminum casing. We take those. Yeah, this is where I bring in the copper. There's also... Oh, yeah, that just goes over to the radar tower. This is where I bring in the copper to make my Alclad sheets, which now we're going to use. Yeah, I'm not going to do nuclear power this time, but I'm definitely going to work towards it in my next one now that I kind of know what to expect. Right, I built the ladder here. Look at that. That's super convenient. Nice. I love going back to places I haven't been to in a long time and seeing how well organized they are. I feel bad for all the people who don't make well organized factories. The next question is nuclear power, light, or the whole shebang? Oh, the whole shebang. Uranium, plutonium, fixonium, the works. We're doing it all. Okay, my Alclad sheets, I believe, are over here. Yep. And where do they go? They go into that hole there, and this is where we can put our drones. Perfect. We might just be able to squeeze it in even. Surface too uneven, huh? Alright, we gotta extend it out slightly. Unfortunately, I don't think I can blow these guys up. I think these are... Oh no, just kidding. No, they're gone. Goodbye. Can I take this guy out? I thought one of the reasons I didn't... Oh! Okay, I guess I can. One of the reasons I didn't extend this further was because I thought I couldn't blow those up, but I guess... joke's on me, huh? I absolutely can. Well, let's extend it a little bit. Beautiful. Of course, now we have to clear all this garbage underneath. That's okay. That was going to have to happen at some point anyway. Nuclear light equals sink the plutonium fuel rods. I mean, I'll probably sink them initially before I unlock the fixonium. But once I have that, then we'll do the whole shebang. We're going to be going for maximum efficiency, maximum power, everything. It will be glorious. And it'll eat a lot of time out of my life, I'm sure. More so than this game already has. See, this is why I don't understand when people say we want shorter games. It's like this game has been long, but it feels very rewarding. I mean, maybe people want shorter, more rewarding games. I don't know. I guess I kind of understand. But I want to get my money's worth, you know? Would you pay $100 to go see a movie? Probably not. Maybe some of you would, depending on the movie. I don't know. That actually doesn't look too bad that way. We'll leave that as is. Or no. We'll fill that in. What am I doing here? Fill in the back. How do I have it here? I guess I do have it fully filled in, huh? May as well then. And then one more there. I'm just reading on Reddit that the creator of the Yakuza series wants to, or says that it's time to like scale down games. Games are getting too big and too ambitious. I'm like, I have the opposite problem. I play all these games and they're great and then they're over. Like Dredge. People, man, Dredge is like the perfect case study in why I disagree with all that stuff. It's like, hey, here's this really interesting game. Oh, it's over. You play as a fisherman and then, oh, it's over. That's just how I felt the whole time. Well, okay, not the whole time. That's how I felt at the end. The whole time I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm like there's like a Cthulhu fisherman and this is great and I'm having a good time and oh, it's over. I can't wait to see what's next. Oh, it's the end. I may be the only person who had that experience with Dredge, though, judging from how people say online. More about the story games that expect you to play 60 hours. If it's a sandbox, you spend 500 hours, nobody minds that. Okay, well... I don't know then. Okay, so we can... so this port doesn't actually go anywhere. This is Alclad Pickup. Alclad Sheet Pickup. Alclad Sheet Pickup. Hit enter first. There we go. All right, so that problem is dealt with. And now these will actually have a home, which is great. Because otherwise they were just going into the whatchamacall here. We can actually put a smart splitter here. Put overflow. There we go. Oh no, we cleared it out. Okay, so we're making 30. We're making 90 a minute, so that should be more than enough to load up our guy over there. We could probably overclock these, actually. How much is this? We're making 60, 60, 60, so we're making 240 per minute. And these are making 30. We could probably overclock the... Well, okay, we don't need to. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. We can overclock them later if we need to. But otherwise, we don't need to. Alright, so let's head back over. Then we'll set them up. Hex says you get a story sandbox with 10 hours of story spread over 100 hours. I think the problem is people are looking at games as a story delivery vehicle. If you want a story, there's plenty of great stories out there. You guys might be familiar with a library. You can go there. There's lots of books there. You can actually read them for free. It's great. So if you want a story, I'd recommend going to the library. If you want to play a game, though, I can recommend some great games for you guys. You know what has a great story and great gameplay? Outer Wilds. And I don't know about you guys, that game does not overstay its welcome because it's always welcome. There's a great example of a game that tells a story, but you approach it at your own pace. And also, I'm gonna maybe die here. Okay, I was able to switch. I just don't like story in games. I don't mind story in games. I don't think that a story should be the primary focus of the game. And I think that's where the disconnect is. It's like people play, like, let's say you're playing Uncharted, right? What is the gameplay of Uncharted? Like, what is the actual minute to minute, second to second? What is the gameplay? Is the gameplay itself fun? Because from what I've seen, everything I've seen about Uncharted, this is just an example. If you like Uncharted, whatever. It doesn't look like a fun game, but it looks like it might be a good movie. Although I don't think the movie was very good. I think they might have missed the mark on that one. It's like it's the kind of game you would want to watch somebody else play. Maybe. But I don't think it's a game that I would want to play. All right, what is this? Alclad? Is this Alclad or is this is Oscillators? Alclad's the other one. So you need to go to Alclad. Alclad pickup. There we go. Okay. So the drone is now going to take off, presumably. Let's watch. There it goes. Rilip says nobody's like, oh, my roguelike is too long, I can play it infinity hours. It's like, oh, my fully voiced animated cutscene game is 100 hours long and took 5 years to make and a budget of 400 million. Yes. I mean, I know that's what most things are talking about. Again, okay, I don't want to say we, but I think we are in the minority of people who actually like video games and not playable movie cutscene things. It's a little bit different. All right, let's put a smart splitter. Although, do we need these dark crystal things for anything? I'm gonna guess no. But I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these in just to have a buffer when we finally get started. All right, we're almost there, guys. We just need a few more things. We need the excited photonic matter. Well, how is this gonna get in here? Oh no. Rilip says, I feel like Star just no True Scotsman games. I'm not saying they're not games. I'm saying they're not fun. People play them because they like the story, but the game itself is not necessarily fun. it's not a fun game. I don't know. I'm not trying to know True Scotsman games. I just feel like people are getting things out of games that maybe they could be better found elsewhere. All right, how am I gonna do this? Probably with a pipe, whatchamacall thingy. Stackable pipeline, there we go. The superposition oscillators, synthetic power shards, and the ionized fuel. Wait, hold on. They're used to make a couple things. Yes. Yes. I mean, I don't know what things I need to make to finish the game. I definitely do not need to make synthetic power shards because I have basically an unlimited amount of power shards at this point. But I could maybe see myself making whatever else I need to make. Yeah, by maybe, I mean definitely. Definitely maybe. Hey, that's another movie that's on YouTube. It keeps showing up in my recommendations. I don't know what the hell it is. It looks like a rom-com, so I'm hesitant to try it. But maybe it's good, who knows? You know? I almost watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days because I've seen it before and I remember it being kind of funny. An Oasis movie? Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm mixing this up. Definitely maybe movie. Definitely maybe. From the makers of Notting Hill and Love Actually comes the charming and irresistibly funny romantic comedy Definitely Maybe from 2008, starring Ryan Reynolds, Isla Fisher, and Derek Luke, directed by Adam Brooks. It's got Ryan Reynolds in it. I guess it can't be that bad, right? Maybe I will watch it. Everybody likes Ryan Reynolds. I can't think of a single person who dislikes Ryan Reynolds. Maybe my mother-in-law. Well, let's move that over here. Okay, so we need to make excited photonic matter, and we need 200, or it makes 200. How much do we need? We need 125, so we can actually cool that off a little bit. Underclock it. Works for me. And then we just need to do this. And one of these. And then power it up. All right, start exciting the photonic matter, please. My body is ready. The photonic matter is excited. She used to hate Ryan Reynolds, or she used to like Ryan Reynolds? Okay, now comes the fun part. We get to make crystal oscillators. Really don't want to do this. I mean, we're not going to do this tonight. It's almost 9 o'clock. But we can at least go try to find a spot in order to where we can do it. And I think it's just going to be that place where we were. Do I have a iron wire yet? No, not quick wire, regular wire. Whoops. Yes, okay, perfect. That'll do. All right, well, if we have that, then it should be pretty trivial because we can make all the stuff we need out of iron. She used to hate him. Can you hate Ryan Reynolds? Oh, I mean, I guess I could see how you could hate Ryan Reynolds. Doesn't she like Paul Rudd? She likes Paul Rudd, but she hated Ryan Reynolds. They're like the same guy in my mind. Those two and Dane Cook. I don't know what it is about them. They just, I get the same vibes from all three of them. Kind of like a goofy, funny, but also, how did I miss all these wrecks up here? This is nuts. There's more. Ooh, stun bar rebar. some encased iron beams. What do they need here? Copper sheets. I think we got some of those around. Floating around here somewhere. You wouldn't lump Dane Cook in there? I don't know. I think it might just be because of the movie Waiting, which may or may not have Dane Cook in it. It might just have Ryan Reynolds. And that I'm like conflating the two in my mind. Somebody can weigh in on this, I guess. All right, I got to get over to wherever. We got to get up to those iron veins. I think that's the place to do it. She didn't like him because he always played assholes in everything she saw him in. She didn't like him because of characters he played? Man. That's like, I don't know, if anything, if someone can play a character that I hate. I mean, I guess they could also just be an asshole too, but who knows? No one knows. Stifler was supposed to be like Ryan Reynolds. Oh no. And that's Sean William Scott, right? I know him. He's in those American Pie movies. He's great. Those movies are problematic now, though. You can't watch them anymore. It's really sad. I remember liking those movies as a teenager. I don't know if they would still hold up. I mean, listen, when you're a teenager in the 2000s, you gotta, there's no Pornhub, all right? You want to see boobs, you gotta jump through the hoops. And jump through hoops we did. It was even worse for the before generations. Like, you gotta hope you find some forest porn. I didn't have that experience growing up, but there was a guy. Okay, hear me out. This isn't that weird. There was a guy who lived close to where I lived. His like house was like on the other side of a cul-de-sac, basically. Not quite, but I'm not gonna get into the details of the geography of the layout of the neighborhood. But anyway, and he was a teenager, and we were just little kids, right? We're like, you know, 6, 7 years old, but he had like a topless lady poster on his wall in his bedroom, and his bedroom was at ground level, so we could go over and look in his bedroom window and see the poster, which we may have. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I know that he had one because he was like an awesome teenager and we were just stupid kids. I have to wonder, like, what parent is just totally cool with that? It's like, yeah, you can put up the topless woman poster on your wall, no big deal. I mean, I would be okay with it, I guess, but I'm also not a parent. Rilip or Mighty Stoosh, would you let your kids put up a pornographic poster on the wall in their room? Let's get some input from the parents in chat. Mighty Stoosh says yes. Hex says not all places are as prudish as the US. Okay, well, this was in the US, so. Rilip says he would definitely allow his kids to put up pornographic posters. Mighty Stoosh says, no, I have a younger daughter. So you wouldn't let your daughter put up like a topless picture of who's like a hunky guy right now? Justin Bieber. I think that's not the right era, but Leonardo DiCaprio, maybe. Well, either way, this dude was like a legend. She's too young right now, apparently. Okay. Rilip would have to think about it. I don't know how you even have that conversation with your parents. It would be like the most embarrassing thing ever. Like, Mom, I want to put up this naked poster of, I can't even think of who it would be. In my room, is that cool? And she'd be like, no, you have to leave now. I can't even look at you. Philip says they don't care if they had one, but on the wall. Yeah, maybe that, like, having it publicly visible to everybody who comes into your room. I guess I could see that being more of an issue. Because you don't know who's going to come over, right? Alright, so we've got 4 pure iron nodes. If that's not enough to make everything we need, I don't know what is. Alright, so phase 1. We gotta lay down the law. And by lay down the law, I mean lay down some foundations. So let's find a good spot to build out from. It's as good as any. And Hex said not all places are as prudish as the US. I agree, and I wish I maybe lived in one of those places. Unfortunately, I had to grow up in the US, and it has fucked me up for life. And then everybody wonders why the only anime I can watch is like the weird incest borderline hentai stuff. Like, well, that's all that I saw as a kid, because, you know, that's basically what all anime was. Like, oh, you're either watching Sailor Moon or you're watching hardcore porno. Zoop. Gotta zoop these out, guys. We're zooping them. It's actually a really nice flat area to build, too. This is going to be awesome. So we're going to need to put down smelters. We're going to need to put down constructors. We're going to need to put down assemblers. And we're going to need to put down, in the end, at least 5 manufacturers. That's, I mean, that's the biggest space concern. Squeezing 5 manufacturers in. But I think if we go vertical, we can probably figure something out. And have some logistics floors underneath. Okay, so far so good. Now we have to see if this is going to work going across here, or if we're going to run into issues. No, so far, nope, still good. All right, I think this should work then. Rilip said, I had an uncle who for decades had Playboy calendars, but he always put them by the door because that was where it was useful for him to have a calendar. But like, what good are the nude pictures now? I don't want to stand right next to my front door and enjoy. I mean, you can just look at things and appreciate them. Not everything has to be an aid. It's like, hey, I got, like, Emmy has a BTS calendar. She doesn't like stare at it, but she likes to have it because she likes BTS, and it's nice to have a calendar. Your uncle likes to stare at naked women, and also it's nice to have a calendar. You're doing 2 things. It's great. What an awesome dude. I wish I had a cool uncle like that. She stares at it. I know she does. She's probably staring at it right now. Either that or she's watching a movie. One of the 2. Love these cluster bombs, guys. These are the best ones for clearing the area. How much progress we're making. Let's try the other side here. So yeah, we're gonna have 2 over here. I mean, this is... We could probably maximize and never need to make crystal oscillators ever again. But we also, I think, only need... How many do we need, actually? I didn't even check. Come on, let me build a... I don't have any time crystal shit. Are they not getting put into storage, I wonder? Maybe I need to make a time crystal thing. Emmy's on her own for tomorrow, unless she thought up another guest. No, she's on her own. She's going to be talking about a movie called Stream that came out this year that she watched. I'm assuming she's going to get some guests in the future, but I don't know anything about that. That's on her. Oh, she's rewatching it now. Okay. She's rewatching it to take some notes. Very important to take your notes. You don't want to talk about a movie without having properly analyzed it first. Ah, yes. I love building these foundations out. Everything's gonna look great. Yeah, okay, I need 5 per minute. All right. So that's, yeah, that's what we were talking about. We need 5 manufacturers. So we could probably do more than that, though. Oh, and if I put a summer sloop in the oh no, that might be a little too power hungry. What is my power situation right now anyway? Go check a poll. Fortunately, we have one right over here. Okay, let's see. Max consumption is 50,000, production is 41, but we're currently consuming 20,000, so it's not that bad. I mean, it is a little concerning that the max consumption is getting so high, but not all of our machines are running at once usually. I should blueprint the foundation bottom. Oh, you mean like make a big square? Yeah, I thought about that, but I don't always want to build in a square, so it's like kind of limited utility. Like zooping lets me get 10 real quick. It's not that big of a deal. What isn't? Hey, it's a lizard dog. Well, get out of here, buddy. I'm gonna be building on this. You may want to run away. Please go away. I don't want to have to blow you up. I really don't. Chat would get upset. All right, now it is time to start building the rest of the foundation, which is the 1 meter on top of the 4 meter. And don't worry, Mighty Stoosh, we're not gonna kill a lizard doggo tonight. I'm not a sadist. We determined I am a masochist. And by we, I mean my friends who I play 7 Days to Die with, when I said that I would be willing to play on a hardcore permadeath multiplayer game. Although that would be kind of tough because okay, these things, on the other hand, I don't mind whacking them. The problem with that is that, you know, if one person dies and then they can't play anymore, that kind of sucks. But I would definitely play hardcore permadeath solo 7 Days to Die, no problem. So yeah, I think we're gonna finish foundationing up this area. And then at some point I'll have to figure out where I'm gonna put these manufacturers. Because we need 5 of them, right? And my constructor tower, if we're going to use one of those, is pretty tall, but we might not even end up using that depending on how we're going to handle making the reinforced iron plates. It's kind of crazy though that like a crystal oscillator makes 1 per minute in a manufacturer. That seems really slow. I want to say I cranked up the speed, or I overclocked the ones. You guys remember the big factory that I showed off like several weeks ago? It just makes crystal oscillators. I overclocked, I think there were 4 of them. There were 4 manufacturers in there. I overclocked all those. Then I had to go back and overclock all the other machines. Probably one of my first big power drains factory-wise was to do that. All right, this is interesting. How are we gonna get everything up onto the foundations here? So we can start with putting the miners down. Okay, that's facing north. And we just extend the foundation out a bit. And we should be able to do whatever. Oop, there we go. Take out these weird cactus looking things. And they are weird cactus looking things. You guys can see them. right, there we go. Oh shoot, I didn't put down the floor. I guess I don't have to. I can do a ramp here. It's not the worst idea. We'll end up merging them. Hold on. If we fully overclock a pure node, what is it, like 1200? And that's where we need the Mark 6, I think, because otherwise you can't actually get the maximum amount out of a node. Make sure no clipping, looks good. So I think that's why they added the Mark 6 belt, because people complained you couldn't fully overclock a tier 3 miner on a pure node. And then they did, and now people complain that due to floating point error or whatever, sometimes you don't get maximum efficiency out of a tier 6 belt. Or like because of frameworks. Captain Sandwich says you can overclock 2 manufacturers at 250 per just the 5 per minute. Yeah, but we're already running low on power, so I don't want to do that necessarily. We've got the space here, it's not a big deal. Since we're building around having 5, it should be pretty trivial to be able to squeeze them in here. And we can always go vertical, of course, which we kind of did down at the plant there, but definitely we'll be able to go more vertical here where we know what we're working towards from the beginning. That factory down there grew up a little more organically, where I kept adding what I needed as I went instead of starting at the end and working my way back. Is probably the best way to do it. You have an output in mind and then you work from there. All right, and then we also need to connect up this guy here. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna have to remove this limestone. Speaking of limestone, has anybody seen Rhinestone, the Sylvester Stallone Dolly Parton movie where he becomes a country singer? Well, that's a silly way to do that. What the heck? Let me sort of change how this is being done then. Go over here, go here, go there, and then get rid of the side bits here. Oops, uh-oh. That's not hooked up. I just shut off an entire factory. That's not good. Can we get power over here maybe? Had it all running along the side for some reason. I mean, I know the reason. It's so I could walk along these paths, but we don't need to do that anymore. Okay, now we can get rid of these little bits and bobs along the side of the conveyor path here. No one has seen Rhinestone. Yeah, I believe it. I've definitely never seen it. I saw a video talking about it, but it's hard to convince me. I don't know who was responsible for this. Why would Sylvester Stallone agree to be in this movie? I mean, I'm sure Dolly Parton is very talented and convincing, and she was like, hey, you should be in my movie, Sylvester Stallone. Or maybe Sylvester Stallone was like, hey Dolly, we're making a movie where I'm a country singer, you want to be in it? Either way, like, somebody came up with this idea and now we all have to suffer for it, and I don't think that's fair. And they call him Drinkenstein. All right, we got some frame foundations. Let's zoop it on over. Look at that. Then we just have to link up the crystals directly to the factory, so no transfer required. Very convenient. And add that there. And then there was also the small matter of somewhere in the middle we want to put another support column. Rillip says there were a bunch of movies Stallone's agreed to do because Schwarzenegger did something similar and he didn't want to be outdone. Oh boy. Wasn't that why he was in Throw Mama from the Train? Or is that a different movie? Oh geez. Okay, we gotta go make more crystals, guys. I just realized we are low on crystals. And if we're gonna be siphoning crystals off here, we're gonna need that. He did. Oh, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. He wasn't in Throw Mama from the Train. That was Danny DeVito, I think. Because Arnold did Kindergarten Cop. Kindergarten Cop was awesome, though. I finally saw that movie and it kicks ass. Wait, what? Okay, maybe we don't need to. I mean, we probably will need to make more later, but we'll go ahead and set up the splitter. One smart splitter, please. Any, and then overflow. Overflow towards the middle. And look at that. The power is goofed up. Okay, so that's good. Then we can just run this. And there we have it. Whoa. Now, a movie that is probably not funny is Junior, where Arnold Schwarzenegger is pregnant. But I'm not sure that was trying to be funny necessarily. I think it was a movie with a message. And then there we go. So there are the crystals. Crystals are here. Power is not, however. Wait, why is there no power? Because we tore down the power pole. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. So now we can put up a merger. Yeah, that works. And that. What about Jingle All the Way? People really hate on Jingle All the Way. I think it's great. Probably one of my favorite Christmas movies. Okay, that looks stupid. Do the default. I think, yeah, that works. Default's gonna give you the smoothest curve here. Who hate? I don't know. Like, half the internet hates Jingle All the Way for some reason. I don't get it either. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense. But there's a lot of people out there who really hate Jingle All the Way. Emmy had never seen Jingle All the Way. Emmy, can you vouch? I mean, she'll probably hate it because she hates all Christmas movies because she's a Halloween girl. And I am a Christmas boy. I mean, not so much in the sense that I like celebrate Christmas, but I do like getting presents. Sinbad was hot back then. I mean, he was in a lot of not great movies though. Or okay, he was in a lot of movies that are like cult classics now, but weren't super popular, like House Guest. I mean, maybe House Guest was big, I don't know. But he was in a movie called The Cherokee Kid that no one's ever heard of. Because I just said it, and that was the first time you'd ever heard those two words put together. Emmy saw Jingle All the Way as a kid. Her opinion of Nightmare Before Christmas is it's not a Halloween movie. It's a Christmas movie. And it's okay. If I remember what she said correctly from the last time she told us. All right, we need to get some hard drives scanned. And hey, look at that. I think it's after 9 o'clock already, so we gotta start wrapping it up here. So I'll get those crystal oscillators cooking sometime this weekend, maybe. And then we will be back next Monday and we'll continue on. So thanks everybody for coming out for Satisfactory tonight and talking about the everything, anything but Satisfactory. It was a good time. What else we got? What else? I think that's it, actually. So yeah. Emmy will be back tomorrow with whatever it is she's doing. She's talking about a movie called Stream, which is not... It is a stream about a movie called Stream, so don't get that confused. I can see how that would be confusing, but don't let it confuse you. It's not that complicated. Also, it seems like the camera has stopped working, so I guess we're just gonna go to the ending screen here and I'll fix it later. All right, so good night, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be in the chat, but Emmy will be on the stream, and then I'll be back Wednesday for Vintage Story ? We'll see. Maybe Vintage Story, maybe Stationeers, maybe another third thing. I don't know. Anyway, everybody have a good night. Bye-bye.